Okay.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Working man, for real. I'm doing good. Thank you for
I
joining
could
me.
not get it to work on the computer.
Okay, yes, no, you can't.
Oh, it's only on the phone?
Yeah, Instagram is only on the phone. I really wish that it would be on the computer. Yeah.
No, I have it. I have it on my iPad and not my Instagram thing, but I
Yeah, you can
couldn't
do
get.
it, but on the computer, you can pull it up, but you can't. I don't think you can go live. You can't post or anything like that. I know.
Wow.
Look, great minds think alike.
Well, that will teach you not to have guests that are not computer literate. How are you
Okay,
doing?
I'm doing good. I
Good.
am. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm saying. I
You
just
have
want
no
to say, huh?
you have no idea what?
Where to begin?
Okay.
Okay, I do. I'm gonna say this first. When you send me the link to Blue Ridge, let
Yeah.
me tell you, I downloaded Voodoo and I rented it, but I had shared the photo on my Facebook page. So my mom, my grandma, my mom is my Facebook friend, and so she was like, "No, you can't watch it without me." So like, once I get through tonight, then I'm going over there. We're gonna watch it together.
Awesome.
Ooh, I can't wait! I love a suspenseful movie.
Well, that company, I really like working with them because they make really good movies that are designed for inspirational
Mhm.
stuff like that. The last one I did with them was called Legends of 5 Mile Cave, and it was a western, and I got to play Virgil Earp, Wyatt Earp's brother. So that was
Yeah,
kind of super cool.
it's me, my dad, my mom, my grandfather. We watched that on Sunday together. I really liked it. I just at the very end, I was really wanting to see the gold.
Hmm.
Yeah, but and I saved it. But I really liked it. I love you, playing Marshall. That was really really good. And I really wanted to look into the cave.
I did too.
I was
um,
like,
because
dang, I
it's first off, because stories I heard as a cowboy growing up across the Oka Mountains and stuff like that. There really is a 5 mile cave.
okay,
You know,
yeah,
it's not in Arizona, and
okay,
but there was supposedly a similar thing that happened, which was the last bank robbery in on horseback. And it
okay,
was in a small town in Utah where these couple of guys got the idea that with the way traffic had built up and the way everything was set up, that they could rob a bank on horseback and outrun the police because they could get to the mountains and go up over the top of uh, they called a hog's back up there.
okay.
And so they robbed a bank on horseback. It was the last bank to be robbed on horseback. Well, one thing they hadn't calculated, you know,
Uh-huh.
uh, cowboys are not, known for big plans. so, so the one thing they hadn't calculated was that this was in a small town, but the next town over,
Uh-huh.
Salt Lake, had a helicopter,
Okay.
and a helicopter can outrun horses across any terrain.
Okay. Yeah.
And so there was supposedly a 5 mile cave up in those mountains, because when
Mm.
they got up there and they couldn't find the saddlebags with the money or nothing on it, they thought everybody, there was always rumors that they had buried it somewhere in 5 Mile Cave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I am a country girl to the heart. Like I start off in my days now. Since the pandemic, I'm Wheel of Fortune, Heat of the Night. Then I go to 364 because my grandfather he lives like right next door,
Uh
so he doesn't have his cable. So he comes over and it's like 364, 538 all day long.
huh.
Yes. So I know how you started, but I want you to let everybody know how did your start begin with your dogs and
how
kids.
how'd my start begin with what now?
with your dogs? Let everybody know how your start began in
Uh,
film.
way back, in the very beginning,
Hmm.
we had accidentally rode on the first movie set that I was involved with, and
Wow.
trouble moving the cattle and everything like that. And I had dogs that were trained to move animals around and do whatever needed to be done.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I know, the dogs were actually being stars in the movies, and they were kind of my ability to train animals was kind of my introductory and getting into the movies. When we grew up with kids, we didn't have Nintendo or more television to play them on, and so we would, find a raccoon that had been abandoned by the mom or some wild animal and teach it to go do tricks, and that was our entertainment. And so
Wow.
started out
So
that way and just worked into more and more. I really loved the acting. I loved the westerns. Did a lot of stunt work, that type
yeah.
of stuff. But the main thing that I loved, my main thing that made me passionate
Yeah.
about movies is I would go on a movie, and keep in mind I grew up in a small town. We had 20 miles of washboard road to the nearest town, and everybody out there was all farmers, cowboys, and pretty much the same,
Yeah.
you know. And when I'd get on a movie set,
Hmm.
I'd find people of all cultures and all backgrounds and all things, and and they would tell me what it was like when they're in their country, or tell me what it was like when they grew up. And
Yeah.
half the time I was so amazed, I'd sit there and go, "Nuh-uh," that for real. That was for real. That was a real thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I just loved that the movie. I told my friends, a lot of them, and a lot, especially some of the older cowboys, that said, "Why do you want to do that Hollywood movie and be friends with them Hollywood types and everything like that?" And I would tell them, there ain't no Hollywood type. The
Right.
movie
Right.
the movie set is like the land of misfit toys.
Mm.
People that don't fit in, don't belong anywhere else
Okay.
on a movie set become a tight knit, crazy close family.
Uh-huh.
And that's the thing that drives me. I know it's supposed to be you're supposed to be try to be a movie star and all that.
Okay.
But that's not what drives me. What drives me is the flavor, the diversity of all the people on set.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what's making it so damn hard for me to understand.
Yeah.
The division we got going on in the country right now is because it's like, whoa, what are we missing here?
Absolutely. I'm from Montgomery, Texas. I'm
Oh
down.
wow,
Yeah, I'm down here in Montgomery. How many times have you been to Texas?
I've done a few movies in Texas. Um, I when I was back in my day, I used to do a lot of cage fighting and train cage fighters. I was a professional fighter,
Yeah, yeah.
and we went down to Texas to for some of the matches down there. And
So, like, the fighting, like, was it fist fighting, sword fighting? What kind of
uh,
fighting?
no, it was no rules fighting, cage in the cage. Back before MMA, I fought.
Okay.
Back in
Wow, goodness.
yeah, it was fun times back then.
Yes, yes. I was looking at your list of films and movies and TVs, everything that you have been in, and the list is so long. Like, first I was writing some down, and then it was just more and more and more. And then my nephew would text me like, "Hey, he's in this, he's in that." I was just like, "Hold up, wait a minute." Like, how in the world did you have time? And you're still filming now, and you're still working, and you're still performing.
Yeah, I'm right now. I just, when they quit making movies, I'm not a guy that will slow down or quit very easy.
I can tell.
And so when they quit making movies and putting me in movies, I said, okay, damn it, I'll write
Okay.
and put myself in my own movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So,
so I've been shooting that for the last 8 weeks, and I still
mhm,
got to go back and do some pickup shots. I'm back in Los Angeles right now editing that very film that we shot, and learned a whole nother thing and a whole nother respect,
yeah.
especially for editors.
Okay.
I have decided that editors don't need to worry about COVID-19 at all.
Wow. Okay.
Because in order for them to do what they do, they definitely have to be droids. There's nothing human about them, so they should be immune to the virus. They're fine.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
because I'm putting this movie together, and I got 2 or 3 editors bailing my ass out every time I get in a stupid
okay.
spot, and so and just the mind there is it's a whole new respect, and funny thing, it's like there's actors that have certain quirks that carry them through the film that make you remember them.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have as actors that were actually, when they did their auditions, they were hired because of those certain quirks.
Okay. Okay.
And
Yeah.
now more than ever, I find that I'm in editing. 5 scenes in, I think if they do that again, I'm going to strangle them. So,
Good critiquer. You
yeah.
know, seeing you doing like even watching you in your films, like and your film and your Instagram posts. I really the only thing I can really can't separate it. Like just you're like so into that character to where I'm really thinking it's you.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of the roles I get that are definitely not an acting job.
Okay.
The stuff that I did in Justified, definitely not an acting job. It's not an acting gig at all.
Okay.
Just me being me, and I probably shouldn't say that because I play a lot of really bad guy roles,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
so I say, well, that's not really acting, but you know, there's some of it that is, and some of it that's hard on me, but a lot of it, like doing the show Nashville and doing Justified, and those were just, they just rolled right off with
Absolutely.
no problem.
Yeah. Cannot wait to watch Blue Ridge.
Thank you. Blue Ridge it's a really good movie, and I'll tell you the story on Blue Ridge. I just got coming back out of New Orleans, and
Mm-hmm.
I just got off of film there, and I had shot my music video called "Lost in New Orleans." It's on YouTube and on the Tom Proctor show, and they so we did that, and then I was just getting on a plane, and my manager calls me and says, "Hey, these guys have been trying to get a hold of you, and they want you to do another movie with them." And they said, the same people you did 5 Mile Cave with.
Okay.
I said, "Sure, I'd love to. I love working with those people." And
Mm-hmm.
she says, "Okay, you got to get right back on a plane then." And
Wow.
so I literally got off. I was just getting off a plane. I got
Mm-hmm.
off the plane, went to Target, bought a suitcase, filled it with clothes and a toothbrush, went back on the plane, shipped it, because all my clothes that I'd had with me, I hadn't had time to wash them or anything. And they, it was, so I get back on the plane, and then I'm reading the script on the plane.
Uh-huh.
And, they said it's a Western, so I think, okay, it's one of these guys, one of these things where I'm going to kill a couple guys, beat up a woman, and then get killed. My usual MO. And then I started reading it, and the guy was a country singer in the movie.
Uh-huh.
And one of the songs that I had wrote, I thought, oh my gosh, this song is perfect for this movie.
Okay. Yeah.
And I got off the plane, walked in all my usual fashion. I had because I had just got done doing some gigs, so I had a leather French jacket on, my brown cowboy hat, not my black one, all my rings, everything. I walked right into the producers, got off the plane, told them, take me straight to production.
Yeah.
Went to production with my little travel guitar, and I says, I don't want to, seem arrogant or anything like that, but I got something I got to show you. This song needs to be in that movie. And I played it for them right there in the thing because it wasn't a song I had a recording of. And they said, oh my gosh, we love that song. Who owns it? And I said, I do. You own all the publishing rights, all everything. Yes. Great. We want to use it. And everything like this. So my introduction to my character in the movie is me singing one of my own songs.
Yes.
How much of a dream come true is that for an actor? And then what was really funny is the director says, oh man, I love what Wardrobe's done with you. I love Wardrobe. And I says, I haven't been to Wardrobe.
Okay.
He goes, oh, this isn't Wardrobe. And I said, no, I have not been to Wardrobe. He goes, can we use it?
Okay.
I said, sure. So I've lucked out a lot. It's got me a lot of recognition because I've got to where it's just a lot of me being me. Even on Guardians of the Galaxy, originally I was supposed to be one of the blue guys. They had blue contacts for me, like the other guy in my ship.
Right.
And then we were out on set doing the rehearsal, and James Gunn goes, they said, okay, let's take him in and get processed. He goes, no, I want his face just like it is, and no contacts. Just bring out the scars that he already has, and everything like that. And we don't want to change his face.
Wow.
And Michael Rooker looked over at me and goes, I think he's saying you're ugly enough without makeup. But I says, I'll take it.
Okay, yes, awesome. Like I knew when, like just reading about how when you got your start, and then seeing everything that you're doing and been in, even like with your music, especially Working Man. I was like, it's something there, It's just I don't know, you just that little angel. You that it's something there. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to explain it. That you have something.
Well, thank you. And it's really amazing. And I've been amazed with what it's done and everything. Cause I've been playing solo gigs even, since COVID and everything and drawn, quite a crowd and everything like this. And, my manager, of course, he's always trying to say, well, don't make political statements because your crowd is this and this, your crowd is that, and your crowd is this. I've walked through my crowd and I've talked to all the people. Yeah. And my crowd is everything. It is everything. They're all, I love my fan base because they are like the movie sets. They're a diversity of everything.
Absolutely.
And it's amazing.
Oh yeah. Where is your favorite place to perform?
My favorite what?
Your favorite place to perform. One of your favorite places to perform.
Okay, I'm gonna get in trouble for even answering this because I'm supposed to say some great venue and some great thing, and and I know if I was smart, I would say that, and I would, name some bar or some venue and everything like that. But it's backyards of friends and family. Little backyard barbecues with 10, 15, 20 people.
Yes.
It's I don't know what it is about that.
Okay.
That just like lately, because I'm in an apartment where it's hard for me to practice and stuff like that. I'll just go set up in a park, start playing. And the few people that come around are very respectful, social distance and everything like that. But that's the only audience I need, It's it's I know it's stupid on for a musician, but I would rather play a backyard barbecue with 20 people in it than a concert hall with 20,000. I have, a, although I like that, I like to do that with the band. In a concert hall of 20,000, I need my whole band, I think. And but I've played venues with 1,500 people where I just solo, and you can and still have a good connection, feel like there's a human connection to them. And the music, although the movies pay for my music habit, so to speak, the music is like we're still able to give hugs. In a world where you can't do that. One of the things that you probably noticed that I paused and just stared at you when you came on. And that is because you have an amazing, creative, contagious, happy smile. You have an amazing, contagious happiness about you that I just want to go, oh, let me watch you for a minute. I know it probably looked weird because I'm just like, oh, look how beautiful this woman is and how happy. And I just love that. I love being around that people like that.
Yeah, thank you so much. I was just saying early before you jumped on, you had followed me on Instagram, and then when I went and looked, I went bananas. And then we were messaging, and then once you sent me your number, and we were texting back and forth, and I even said earlier on my Facebook page, and I've been doing radio. I love that. I'm sorry that we have this pandemic, but I love being at home, because I was the one, like, when I go to the radio station, like, people bring their phones out and they're taking pictures. I'm like, so
Yeah.
now I love it. But I was saying earlier, and it's been 8 years, this is the very first time I was not nervous. I usually like some type of, not a major panic attack, but I usually take a nap in the daytime. I might have to take like 2 naps, run outside, come back in. I was chill today, like the first time ever. And I was like, I don't know what it is about him, but I'm just like completely chill.
Oh, thank you. And then you go, oh my God, the idiot can't even use Instagram. He can't get Instagram to work.
So I was just like, just chill. We're gonna work it out. And I was just like, if nothing else, we could call and talk to each other. But I was just like, it didn't even matter. I was like, we can text. I was already chill. First time ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will tell you, I wasn't. I was panicked because, I just, it's like I said, I thrive off of having happy, wonderful people around me. And I made that connection with you, and I friended you on Facebook, on Instagram, and followed you because you got that kind of energy that I really desperately need to be around. And I'll tell you what it is. And here's a fact of life. The fact is I'm kind of an asshole. And I got a temper like you would not believe and everything like that. So I've learned in my life I need to surround myself with happy, upbeat people so that I can improve myself and learn from them and become a happy people. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times you try to do that, and then you'll get, like, I'll be somewhere, and especially if I had a few drinks, and everybody's happy, and we're all happy and happy and happy, and then some asshole walks in being an asshole. And I will be telling myself, I will be saying the words in my head, be a bigger man, be a bigger man, be a bigger man, walk away, be a bigger man, be a bigger man. And then if he keeps pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, yes, I'm talking about an incident in particularly, and they keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, I will be saying over and over and over and over again in my head, do not hit him, do not hit him, do not hit him. And then all of a sudden, wham, he's been hit.
Okay.
While
I can,
my brain is still saying, do not hit him. So, did I what?
I just got an Amber Alert on my phone.
Must be just where you're at. I get those too, but
Well,
I think it's
I can.
only.
I'm pretty 9 times out of 10. I'm upbeat. I have one best friend. You know, she says that I'm a little, and I'm usually the one. I'm always good. Like not too long ago, I went to Walmart with my mom and my niece, just 14, and we're just going along, and I'm pushing the basket, and late, and here's the aisle right here, and my niece is
Mm-hmm.
looking at the pins, and the lady went in between. Instead of her saying, "Hey, let me get by y'all and go this way," she goes in between my niece and the pins, and she kind of bumped my niece's ankle.
Oh,
So I'm just like, please, lady, just say you're sorry or say something. I don't have any kids, so I'm very protective of my nieces and nephews. So she's walking on off, and I was just like, I got to, I'm not going to say anything, but I'm just like, lady, just please say you're sorry. Because my niece is like, and so I kind of let it go. But going around by the milk aisle, I seen her. And so she looked at me crazy, and I was just like, ma'am, you're right on my knee. And so she started going hysterical. I was real calm. And by the time we went to check out, here she comes again. And she said something that I don't even know. I lost it. And so I grabbed her shirt, and I was like, ma'am, I'm going to let you go and walk away. So, but I had to like catch myself. I'm not a fighter, but like almost, yeah, I did. I'm
oh.
pretty, I'm really, really chill. When is your birthday? What's your sign?
My birthday is November 14th. I'm a, I am a scorpion of a scorpion of a scorpion, born in the third generation scorpion.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on, please. Oh, hold on. No, my ex is November the 15th. I got scorpions tattooed like all like on my neck, my back,
Uh-oh.
my oh my goodness. A scorpion of a scorpion of a scorpion. Okay. I love you, Scorpios.
Okay,
Yeah.
we that well at least you got the safety of the distance between the two states.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So you're in California right now. So
Yeah,
how
I'm
often?
in Los Angeles right now, and then I will go back to Utah to finish up shooting the final shoots of that movie.
Okay, what's the name of that movie? Can you
It's
tell
called
now?
Guilt.
Guilt.
It's called
Okay.
Guilt.
Guilt. What is Utah's signature dish? Is it like here we got our steak, we got our beef. So what's the name of that? Uh-oh,
I think it's ice cream.
ice cream.
I don't know if they got a signature dish. I know they're like the third highest consumer of ice cream.
Wow,
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Okay, I love
and
my
I don't know that they got the only signature thing I know they got is fry sauce.
fry sauce.
Yes, when you go into the hamburger places in Utah, you get French fries and they have fry sauce, which is a combination of ketchup and mayonnaise mixed together in fry sauce. And when I left the state and found out other hamburger places didn't have fry sauce.
Yeah,
They didn't even know what fry sauce is.
yeah. No, I've never heard of fry sauce. Okay, right. Let me write that down. Fry sauce. No, I'm not a fry sauce. It all depends on where I
Yeah.
get my fries. Like if I cut up my potatoes, then I just like a little salt and pepper on them, no ketchup.
Yep. My signature meal is definitely a steak.
Okay.
You
What
know,
part?
what's
What
that?
part? What part? What piece of the meat?
I'm definitely a bone-in ribeye guy.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I am a bone-in ribeye girl. I will fight you About a bone-in ribeye.
Okay, well then there's a
2
couple
hours in
places.
the
If you get to LA, there's a couple places, and or if I get to Texas, I know there's a couple of places there that have a tomahawk ribeye. You know what that is?
No,
Oh my
never.
gosh, we're going, we're going there
Okay.
because the tomahawk ribeye, you got a picture. They bring it on a separate plate, and it
Mm,
don't fit on the plate.
okay.
It's a big old like it's like a 24-ounce steak
Yeah.
that that the restaurant the people when you order it they think you're ordering for two because they're just silly humans and but it's a ribeye steak for two
Okay.
and
Do you like yours
and
medium,
it's just
well
right
done?
for one.
Okay. How do you like yours? Medium, well done, rare,
Medium rare.
medium rare. I'm a well done.
Oh,
I,
you're
but
you're a
wait.
you're sacrilegious. You're an anarchist. I'm
Wait,
not sure, but you might be a communist.
wait, wait. I like mine well done if I'm sitting down eating it. Now, if I'm taking it home, give me medium rare. I don't know why. I'm telling you, I have no. That is the way I eat. That's the way I am. What like when I go, like especially if I go to Outback Steakhouse,
Hmm.
they already. I want mine well done there, medium rare, take home. I don't know why. I
In
can't eat my.
Columbus, Mississippi, there's a steakhouse there. I can't remember what it's called. My buddy Michael Whitney took me there, but there's a steakhouse there in Columbus, Mississippi that is known worldwide for having being the best steakhouse in the world. You
Okay.
go into that steakhouse. You do not order your steak how you want it
Mm,
done. You order whether you want baked potato or sweet potato, whether you want it loaded or not, whether you want a
okay.
salad with it or not, whether you want biscuits with it or not. But you do not order how that steak is done.
Okay.
Because
See,
if
I'm.
you don't, if you were to tell them, can I have my steak well done or medium rare, medium done, they would tell you, yes, you can at Sizzler right up the road.
Okay. I do need a because I am like when I go somewhere, they get ready to hand me a menu. I'll be like, no, no menu. I already know what I want. So I do. I need that type of situation in my life where I just go and they fix it for me and they bring it to me.
Well, that explains why you got that contagious happiness going on. It's because you're just a damn fun person. You
I
have
am.
fun, and people that have fun are going to be happy, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. I do. I like to have fun. Like my grandfather, I kind of get on his nerves a little bit. I had, it was about maybe 3 weeks ago. I, my room on both of my, here at the house, like both of my rooms, you can lock the door and, with a key. So I locked the room door and I went over to his house and I told him, I was like, Papa, I was like, I locked my key in my room, which I didn't, but I was just trying to make a video, to put on Facebook.
Yeah.
And he came over. I told him he was like kicking on the door. He was running. I was telling him to run and jump and hit the door. And I filmed him and I put it on Facebook. And one of his nieces texted him because he's hearing impaired. And she texted him and told him that I had put it on Facebook. And he like went crazy. So anytime I walk by him or like if I go over to his house, like he keeps his head down. He's thinking that I'm filming him or something, or
Yeah.
recording. So, but yeah, I'm like the jokester in the family. Always have something. I'm the prankster.
Well, there you go. You got that going on.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so I do want to do this. I don't know how long we've been on it, but I know Instagram only lets me go for like an hour at a time. Hold on, let me see. Doesn't show. But I do want to because you always you're playing Marshall, you're playing what's the name? And even in Swamp Thing, you're Blaine in Swamp Thing. You're always
Yeah.
playing like these roles. I haven't seen one of like a what do you call it? Maybe soap opera, role. So I just want
Yeah.
to I don't know how they do it, they hold up your script, and you read from it. But
Okay.
I want to give you a scene and you act it out.
All right.
Okay. I want you you have just you have just made it to Texas, and I yeah, you just made it to Texas, and you get a call. You were coming down this evening. You get a call, and I'm at the hospital, and they won't let you in the hospital because of COVID, and you're hysterical. You're crying and everything.
Okay. Okay. So I got this. I've come to. I got a call, and you're in the hospital, or is that correct?
Yes, and
Okay.
you don't know what for.
Okay. And who am I talking to that's not letting me in?
You're talking to the administrator there at the hospital. Someone there at the ER. One of the
Someone. Someone
one
at
of the
the ER.
yeah,
Okay.
and you're begging to get in.
All right. So uh you have a script you want me reading, or do you want me to just make a
Now
script?
go off the top, a little freestyle.
Okay. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, listen. I've got to get in there, and I've got to get in there right now. I don't think that you can fully understand, but right now this is not a question. It's not a question at all. I am going in there, and the only thing that's going to matter in like 5 minutes from now is who got hurt in the process. I'm going in. I need to be inside there. I need to be inside there now.
Okay. Yes. So I come out because I work there. My second job. And it's time to go. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Awesome. Yes, man. All right. So
What's really funny is I had a similar thing to that in real life where my mom went in the hospital and they were messing, they couldn't locate her insurance. And she had a heart attack, and they were not working on her until they wouldn't get her. She needed a valve put in. They wouldn't take her in until they got their insurance up and going.
wow.
And I worked my way back through ER, and I actually grabbed the actual doctor, the surgeon that they were talking to. And I literally backed him in the corner
Wow.
and said, my mother's on the operating table now, or your heart and lungs will be sitting on it.
Yes.
Now, yes, I got hauled off to jail, but they did get her on the operating table.
Yes. Yes. I don't play about my mama. Oh my.
Yeah, it's like, nah, don't mess with my mom. I don't care.
Yeah. So do you have any kids?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I was like, when I heard that George Washington wanted to be the father of our country, I said, hell with that. I can beat that. So I have 8 kids.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 8 kids. I have 5 wonderful daughters and 3 wonderful sons.
Okay.
That my kids have proven that you can't mess up your kids' life.
Right.
Because if you could, my kids should all be messed up. Because I've been always chasing the dream and not really been there. My older son, Adam, stepped in as kind of the dad figure. Even for me, he tried to be my dad too, but there's some kids you can't raise. But my kids have all turned out wonderful and amazing. My son is probably the best sound designer in the country, in the film industry. And his partner does the music scores. My daughters are. I insisted that my daughters learn martial arts and everything like that because I wanted them all to be able to protect themselves.
Oh, wow.
And hope they would never have to use it. And thank God that was the case. But still, they're very self-made and very empowered women.
Good deal, yes. Love it.
And I just love that. And that's again another thing I love about what you're doing on this show is it's people like you that I want my granddaughters and that to watch and say, I can do this too.
Absolutely.
And I just like it.
Thank you. I do want to talk about your rings. I love rings. I love jewelry.
Okay, every single ring has a different meaning and a purpose. This one here, a guy made me because he took a wrench and bent it to the shape of my finger because my album was for the working man. My first album was dedicated to the working man, and a lot of my songs and everything are about the working man. And this is a Hindu god of travel for riding a motorcycle down the road. And there's a what we call a gremlin bell that goes with him.